So a really cool exercise I like to do with my horse is called the back through. And what that looks like is I add pressure, good boy, and I keep adding pressure, and I want my horse to actually back up through the panels. Now, I have these 7 Peaks round pins, which I love. They're awesome. They're super sturdy. I can literally back him up into this, and this thing's not gonna move or go anywhere because it's that stout, all right? And when you have a good, and that's why it's so important to have quality equipment when you are training horses. You wanna have good, solid panels that you don't have to worry about if they're gonna fall apart or your horse is gonna get out and learn a bad habit. I love my 7 Peaks round pins. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna back him, and I say through the panel, but the idea here is what most people do is they'll back their horse up, their horse gets to a panel or a rail, and then they say, okay, let's come back to the middle and we'll start again, right? So what that'll actually end up teaching their horse is your horse will say, oh shoot, well, whenever you ask me to do anything, if I just back up to the panel, the pressure will go away. And then I don't have to do anything and I get to walk forward and walk out of it. So I did that with him a couple times, but watch what I'm gonna do this time. This is where we talk about backing through. I'm gonna keep backing and I'm gonna let him figure out how to turn there and go down the side of the panel. What a pony, he's being a gentleman here. And actually continue backing up even when there's something behind him. And so by having the expectation, he's like, what are you doing? But by having that expectation, he learns that even if there's something behind him, if I ask him to back, that I expect him to continue to move away from me until I tell him otherwise. It built a big sense of trust in your horse because our horses tend to, they're smart. He knows there's something behind him. And that's why he's like, what, are you sure you want me to do that? I'm like, yes, I'm sure. I promise you, I'm not gonna put you in harm's way. We can work through this, and even though it doesn't make sense, can you back through? And so remember, work on this back through exercise with your horse so that you can build their sense of certainty and confidence in you.